Hey everybody, my name is Noah Thompson. I've been asked to do the recap for this week based on this past message about drifting away. I think it's very interesting, this topic, definitely during this time, especially due to the fact that we're not in community and we don't have as much accountability. And sometimes that can make it hard on us to really put God first in these moments, or maybe it's made it really easy to make God first in these moments because you've had more time at home and you've had more time to spend with Him. But definitely a very important topic, and definitely relatable, I think, for most people along their walk through life with God and trying to figure their relationship out with Him. The most important part being putting Him first in all things that you do, right? If you put God first in every situation, most things tend to fall into place in ways that are unexpected. Maybe not necessarily the way you expected, but God seems to find a way to make beauty from the ashes, and definitely turn bad into good. But the important thing is to not drift away. I've always found it interesting, the relationship that we have with God. Maybe even in my own walk with Christ, they can relate to it. But if you can relate to this too, probably something that you relate to. But the idea that God is a everlasting Father who just wants to have a relationship with you regardless of where you're at, or regardless of what your relationship with Him looks like. I think the big thing is, and if we put it as an analogy for our real lives, is if we're talking to a friend and we're hanging out with a friend who's always drifting, or doesn't make an effort, or is trying to just like avoid everything, and every time you have plans together they cancel it, that's just like a sign of a not great friend, or they're not there when you need them, and but you're always there for when you need them. And I always often use this analogy to describe sometimes my relationship with God, where you go through highs and lows, and God's always there regardless. He's not somebody who gets tired of you. He's not somebody who turns you away when you come back to Him and says, hey, no, you weren't there for me when I need you. No, He's always there, open arms, waiting for you to come back. So I always just like find that interesting if you relate it to your real life. Like, you want a relationship that's a two-way street. You don't want a relationship that it's always you doing the work. It's always you trying to reach out to the person, right? And, in the same sense, God will be there regardless, but He doesn't want that relationship. He wants you to be one-on-one with Him. He wants you to, grow with Him. He wants you to work with Him. He wants you to put your trust in Him at all times. And if we drift away, if we don't put God first, if we find excuses in our life to not make it a priority, and, oh, I'm busy, I have to work, even that 2 seconds, even 2 minutes of your time with God in the morning, or whatever you can squeeze in there, that's all that God requires. That's, He would like more, but that's, He wants you to at least dedicate some time of your day to Him. So I think it's important as Christians, and Mark talked about this, about, putting Him first, making Him your number one priority. And, you don't want to lose practice in your relationship with Him. You want to stay strong and stay the course, but making sure that that's a number one priority is huge. And you can see the fruit that I've definitely seen in my own life, where there are times where I see the rewards. I see what God is showing me. Maybe not necessarily what I expected, but definitely something that's positive. And so I think this was a great message, and a great time for this message to happen. And especially as we come back from summer, things are kind of more back into the normality of life, and well, maybe not normal, but getting somewhere near normal. And I believe that just making Him your priority as you go back to work, or as you go back to whatever you're doing, just don't drift away. Make it a priority, make it an everyday thing. And God will provide regardless of the situation. So I guess as we get ready for church on Sunday, looking forward to seeing some of you or most of you. And I hope you guys stay safe, keep healthy, and see you soon. Thank you.